Alright, we're hauling hickories here. This is our setup. We got a paint mixer drill attachment, corded drill. Cordless drill is not going to be strong enough. And then just a hole drilled in the bucket, lid to keep the nuts from flying everywhere. So we dumped in just hickory nuts, and they were all in the hull when we dumped them in, and now they're all mixed up, hulls and nuts. This the paint mixer there, it just beat the hulls off the nuts. So now we're gonna do a separation. We're gonna float them. Warren's ready with the hose. You ready? He's ready. All right. He's gonna fill it up with water. Turn it all the way on. There you go. So the hulls are gonna float and the nuts are gonna sink, and then I'm just gonna dry them in these trays. I'll show you these trays while that bucket's filling up, and they're just little frames that we made with some scrap lumber and some hardware cloth nailed to the bottom. And if you make all the trays the same size, then it's really great. They can stack perfectly.
Daddy, one of the nuts is floating.
That's all right. Shut the water off. I'll get back to the trays in a minute. All right. Hose problems here. All right. So some of the nuts occasionally will float, but usually they won't. That's strange. Usually that doesn't happen, but occasionally you get a nut that floats, and then sometimes you'll get some of these where the hulls didn't get separated. So if you wanted, you could go back through and pick those out, and then beat them again with the paint mixer. But I don't really bother because we have it's easy to collect a lot of nuts here. So I'm just pouring off slowly. This is called decanting. I do it with a lot of seeds. And you want to go pretty slow. And just keep pouring stuff off, and then we'll fill that bucket up one more time. You want to fill it back up, Warren? Fill it back up.
Alright.
Alright, then I'll come back to the trays while it's filling up.
Let me fill it back up.
You can help. You can help. Working with kids is great. You just have to be patient. Anyway, with the trays, if they're all the same and they stack, then you can have tray after tray after tray, and mice can't get in there because the wood is touching, and you can stack them up as high as you want. I built all these trays the same exact size as a box fan, so you could stack them up and put a box fan on top if you really want to dry stuff. Hold on, I'm making a video, Atlas. Alright, so now we got the bucket filled back up. We're going to dump the hulls off. You can do this 2 or 3 times and get them pretty clean. And you can see all the nuts in the bottom there. And so now it's a lot cleaner. I don't know if the light is good inside the bucket. So it looks like we'll do it one more time. And then you'll get to see really clean hickory nuts without a lot of work. When we did the paint mixing in the beginning, we did it for probably about 60 seconds or so, and that seemed to be enough. I'm sure if you did it longer, it'd be a little bit better, but I think this is good enough. There's Yara. She's in almost every video. Alright, let's dump that for us. So whenever I'm decanting, I always give a minute for things to, if any nuts are floating, for them to settle. And then I just stir it with my hand for a moment just to push anything down. And you can see all the bits of hull floating off now. And you get to the heavier stuff, lower. And there you go. Lots of nuts. I'm trying to get the sunlight to show it. Pretty good. If we did it one more time, it'd be pretty much perfect. But that's good enough for the information in the video. So I hope everybody's out there collecting lots of hickory nuts. It's a really good year for them, at least in New York State. Okay, take care.